Good morning. Man, it was humid last night, and now it's dewy and dusty this morning. Wetness and chaff and duddy. These mixed flow dryers create a lot more dirt on the outside, but I don't mind. And by dirt, I mean chaff, corn, crunchy stuff, just all the stuff. And I really don't mind because it essentially becomes a screen and cleans all of your corn when you put it in your bin. All right, everything is working here. I'm going to fire this up and run this. Had a phone call from a great neighbor, and his dryer broke and dumped a bunch of corn on the ground. I hesitate to film or take pictures because that's his operation. So he wanted to know if he could borrow my skid steer to help clean up the corn. Absolutely yes. We're not using it right now. That's not a problem. It'll be an hour. I would like to wait an hour before I'm going to harvest corn again anyway, and I have enough supply to run this operation. We'll hook up a trailer. I'll bring him my skid steer, and so he can get that cleaned up fairly easily. But I would much rather help somebody else usually than even working on my own operation. I just have a big heart for helping. So absolutely, any equipment I have, you guys can use it. That would be fine. We've all been there, right? It's every operation, there's 1,000 moving parts, and it's amazing that everything that does hold together holds together this well. All right, dump that truck. We'll get it figured out. We'll get moving again. Every morning I wake up, the goal is to get in the combine and harvest corn. Whether we make it or not, I don't know. But we have to do a series of systems ahead of it to get to the combine. But that's always the goal, and I'll just film and document if we get to it or not. I'm just super excited. We're into some good corn now, a lot better corn than the other corn. So I'd like to finish. It's like your last bite of your meal. You try to save the best bite for the last bite. Kind of feeling like this is how it's going to be for this operation anyway in 2025. We have had nice humidity and nice moisture, in fact, a nice rain. So a fire is really low, but this vehicle does no good in this field. We're going to just move it closer to us. Don't anticipate needing it, but being ready is important, I guess. It's all fired up. Here.
Well, and I'm going to follow you. I want to see how you start this thing up. Yeah, it sees me.
Well, you turn the key on, and oh man, we got a lot of flies in here. I left the battery switch on, so hopefully it's not dead. Old diesel motor, no electronics. It just runs. All right, see you at, pick me up at Noble's, actually, and can you give me a ring? Here we are at the next field. This is a pretty big corn field. It's actually two fields put together, about 320 acres of corn. So it takes a long time opening up, cutting in, getting where I want to be. Moving the pivots won't be an issue, but it just takes a lot of back and forth to get things open up and set up for operations. Went ahead and used the three-wheeler to close these pivot tracks a bit so they're not rough. This end is notorious for kind of being low and wet. These pivot tracks can get really fairly deep, so it's nice to use the three-wheeled machine full of water with that heavy load to kind of push and squeeze and allow all of these pivot tracks that are full of water, allow them to get dried out better, so then we can close them with the pivot track closer. Yeah, this was a huge rut and it's all smashed down. So I bought it for fun. One, I just always wanted to drive one of those ever since a little kid in the farm country watching those machines run around in the 80s. Two, emergency vehicle for fire suppression in a field or a machine, mine or the neighbor's. And three, I've realized it is a great pivot track closer. So it's like anything. When you buy machinery for one specific use, you find a number of other uses for that machine. Smashed out this ooey gooey, and we'll pull all that dirt back in once it dries out in the hot sun. Beautiful days here in October. I've known October here in Nebraska to be around 20 degrees, where you have a hat, definitely a hoodie, and gloves, but we've really had quite nice, quite warm weather. Before I get going, Ethan's going to pick me up so I can bring a pickup out, but I'm just thinking about that radiator screen now. Should I bring the combine home, power wash it, so we just start the day super fresh? I think it would cut right now. Actually, I'm sorry. We cut soybeans and we pick corn. It would be ready to go. We don't have any other maintenance. I could fuel up and then blow out the air filter. These are all things running through my head. Let's take a look at the side of the combine and then I'll decide what I want to do. Maybe we will just do a scrub brush. That worked well last night. Auto header height is working. Finally got that fixed. After year 3 of running it manually, it's quite nice. Still think it could use some adjustment. Oh yeah, we're gonna bring this home and start fresh with a clean screen. All right, there is the dirty beast. The power washer with the Whirlybird works really well in cleaning this up. I did have one of you guys comment on one of my previous videos. After it's clean and dry, spray it with WD-40 and it won't stick. I'm skeptical, but I'm also willing to try it. So one of the pie sections, probably the bottom one, once I get it cleaned out, since that's usually the dirtiest, I'll douse it with WD-40 and let that dry, and we'll test it to see if the internet theories work.
Hey, Mom, how's it going?
Ooh, that's probably the call for lunch. Okay, screen, power washed off, and I put WD-40 on both sides. We're only gonna do one pie triangle. This will be a test if the internet is right or if you can believe anything you see on the internet. You can see how it glistens. Now, to be 100% accurate to the saying, we're supposed to do this the night before and give it 8 hours for the residue to dry. I hit it with the leaf blower, so we're gonna run it like this, but then we'll maybe do a second test to do completely, because somebody's gonna say, you didn't let it dry, it didn't work because you didn't let it dry. Fine. We'll see if this works now or not. It's a test. International is in the shop here to fix a radiator coolant leak. Adam put JB Weld on there, cleaned it up. It was just spitting out right there for a second. As I think about it, I wonder if we could have just put a torch up to it and remelted that plastic. We'll see if this works. Usually you're supposed to let this sit, what, 8, 10 hours, 12 hours overnight. So if it doesn't work, we'll try another fix, like a lot of things. It's short runs. We can keep an eye on it. It is full of coolant, so we will ride. video clips from the cab. I don't know where I left you guys off, so I'll just keep filming clips during harvest. Ethan's dumping the truck at home. Adam and Mauricio are running grain cart. We're flowing. This corn is dry, looking good. I've got wetter corn to my left and right, so we'll just take out this middle section. I got the pivot moved, so we're in good shape to run. So this is a great time for all of my equipment to hold together and the grain site to just work. The dry bin won't fill up today, but we'll have to start keeping an eye on it the next couple days. As soon as it's full, everything else will go to town. Because remember, I still have one non-GMO white corn, and that's what I'll use the majority of my bin site for, to store that, and then we'll haul that in January, February. So things are going and moving correctly. I'm feeling like we're at a good spot. Take a breath. But keep moving. Watch out for the mud and the pivot tracks. I think it'll be fine. There it dips in a little bit. It's drying out really pretty nice from running that floater through. It's really good corn, so everybody's full, including me. Well, partly. When we get to the end, we're to the point where the trucks can't keep up. I've even added a third truck, but they're just slow at the pit dump and loading that wet bin. So the combine's gonna sit either in the field or at the end. We'll dump here. That way he'll have a completely full load once red grain cart dumps and I dump. It just helps out. I think I need a little bit bigger grain cart, so one grain cart can match a truck. These, when they're clear full, they just can't get the truck full. But when I do it this way to add to the additive, then it's enough for the truck. Now I'll start my next cut right over there. It's probably good to stop and stretch your legs a little bit and do your back. I'll do some push-ups. I wonder if I can do some push-ups on this stand, this platform. Is there enough room, or will I have enough time until Adam gets here? This is a beast of a combine. In good corn, it can make good, quick work. I'll do some push-ups. I think we have time. Always chasing the sunset with the combine. All right, I didn't get that chunk of land done, but we're chock full everywhere. So we're just gonna shut down for the evening. I might come back tonight and load a couple trucks and try to finish this. I am getting low on fuel, so not a big deal. I'm gonna go work at the bin site to see if I can speed that up, figure that out. I think it's our issue from a couple days ago that we diagnosed and never fixed. Now we're just kind of limping in with what we can do, but that's the bottleneck. Ethan's Kenworth is loaded, and I believe it's heavy loaded. I believe he maybe fell into one of those wet pivot tracks and it probably stuck in this soil. And we did have that rain last week. When it gets wet, with heavy trucks, it's a hard pull out of here. Okay, so I'm sitting here. How do we fix it? Had an immediate solution. So my fire truck tanker, three-wheeler, haven't landed on a name yet for this, does have a hitch in the back. I did put a clevis on it and a tow rope a couple weeks ago, thinking I could pull something just in case. So since this is in the field, I think I'm gonna try to tug the truck out with that. But I'll climb into it and see if I can jam gears to get it out with my mudding heavy load truck expertise. I've been in this situation a time or two. So we'll do both. Does not look beautiful and amazing, but it doesn't look too bad either. Give me a second. Of course it starts and fires right up. It is an automatic transmission. We'll go all the way down to first. And I just don't know how much pulling power this has. My door handles don't always work. It's not too big, but it should be decent. I won't kill it. I'll just keep a tug on it. Yeah, you just got the tires slicked up, and it's an anchor back here with these tires. We almost had it, and then I made it worse. I backed into more of a hole. So the key is always either wheel speed or momentum. So once I was going backwards and it was working, stick with the plan. I think I should have turned left instead of right, but now we will need a tug. I was close. I was close. We'll get it, hopefully, without breaking anything. We'll really scratch my sunglasses on. Here, okay, here. It should hold, right? Yeah, it feels like it's strong enough. I won't yank them. I won't yank it. I'm just going to keep a tug.
Lights on.
So essentially, first gear, and just keep your wheels turning as I pull. We're going to learn a lot. Where's the... Love the screw wheeler.
It's tight.
You think he's out? Did that feel?
I think so.
That feel good? You got super singles in the front now. Go slow when you're getting up speed on the gravel road because it'll fling chunks. That was really interesting. How much pulling was I doing?
All of it.
All of it. I was just idling.
Okay, so I had the transmission all the way in first gear, but then I was losing power. So I was pulling heavy, but it wasn't spinning my floaters. So you were in first gear. Did you give it any power?
Nope. I was just...
Okay, I needed a little more power from you.
Well,
I feel like I was doing too much.
That's why I tried to motion Ethan to like give it.
Tell when you.
When.
But this is a test and a learning experience.
I mean, how many pounds is, on those wheels? That's a lot of pulling.
A lot. We got 1,600. Okay, so 1,600 gallons plus the weight of the machine, plus this. This is probably close to 100K loaded in soft feel. Oh! You got ooey gooey.
You got some Play-Doh wheels.
Somebody's in charge of washing vehicles.
Oh no.
Adam? I know you're
David got it.
David?
Success. We made it out of the field. I hope he remembers to turn the differential lock off. I don't know if it's a big deal driving home. Typically, you only want it when you're stuck. How'd this thing make it through? Did you get close?
Yeah.
Do you think you could drive through that right now?
I can go through it, two-wheel drive, in high, like...
Really? Let's see it.
Alright.
You're actually helping by flattening it back out, so when it dries, it's not a big...
My Tacoma is so light, I'm just kind of gliding across.
You got great tires. Oh, you're a little bit stuck there.
All it is giving more gas. I'm great.
Crossover.
Oh, here we go.
Let's see what happens, tough guy.
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, now you're into the, you hear the water. What you need is wheel speed.
Or control.
Adam.
Oh, there we go.
You need to work on your shifted.
Yeah, it's so easy. Sorry, viewers, it's not entertaining. It's too easy.
Oh, this is going to be tricky. That's where my duel was. Well, that's pretty impressive, Adam.
Now I need to give this a power wash. It's been like 2 months since I've cleaned my Tacoma. I've let it rain clean a bit, but...
How much for this truck? I want to buy it right now. Is it we sell it?
You want to buy this truck right now? 35, probably 35,000.
Okay.
That's way
Good enough.
overpriced, but I don't want to sell it. So.
All right, we've got Harvey. We got to be serious. On this channel, we always have to be serious. They can't be tomfoolery. Where does that sale come from? Foolishness? Well, we'll see what your rock climbing is. Do you have ground clearance? What about the other ditch? You remind me of the 5-ton this winter in the snow drifts. Weren't we out here?
I think so. Let me just see if I can't do some crawling. Here we go.
This one's pretty steep.
Sit on the edge.
Well, don't roll it.
Woo! I'm getting nervous. I'm gonna put it in reverse.
Yeah, that would not be good. We've had too good of a day to roll this thing. All right, that's the outro, I think, unless we have problems at the bin site. Are you in low? Oh, my goodness. All right. Yeah, this is too big of a chunk to finish tonight. You want to just call it a night?
100% yes. I'm all for farming, but after the past, 3 weeks of a constant on.
Yeah, when we've had a good day, let's do a check mark and put a pin in it. I don't think that's the right saying either.
Oh, well.
I'll, wait, what do I, oh yeah, I have ice spare. Oh, and the Suburban. We got a ton of vehicles out here.
Thanks for watching Leaf Farms. Until next time, like, share, subscribe.
Oh, I was 19 once. 20, 21, how old's Adam? I was 19 once. We all were, right? It's his pickup, it's his tires. Oh, shoot, but I have to pay him. He needs to start saving his money. Oh, that's therapeutic. It lowers my blood pressure when I can just enjoy life for a minute. Got that unstuck, so everything's cleaned up. We will call it a night. Okay, anyway, thanks for everybody that became members of my channel. I certainly appreciate the likes and subscribes, but I'm watching my member count grow, and that helps me a ton, and I really appreciate. So thank you to all the new members to my channel. Become a member and watch more videos of the three-wheeler.